What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to When Moon Trading, the most anti-degenerate crypto channel there is right now, and I'm going to explain why. Listen, good morning, good Sunday. I was going to do a sexy face reveal, but I'm a little bit hungover, and I don't feel like putting clothes on, you know? Had a couple beers with the boys, and welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try to do this very consistently. I'm going to explain my plans here. Listen, every video I don't script. I kind of know what I'm talking about, but I don't do separate takes. I do it all in one take. No bullshit. I tell you how it is, and hope you guys enjoy the honesty, right? So, if you've been following along, if you're one of my multi-million number of subscribers, you'll know that I have a little bit of an announcement today, and I'm excited. First things first, just a 20,000 foot overview of myself is I've been in crypto since 2017. In fact, December 18th, 2017. And if anybody's been in crypto long enough, you know that December 17th is the all-time high of that cycle, right? So I got in at essentially the worst time possible. I didn't know what I was doing. I've never really looked at a price chart before. I didn't know how to trade, and I lost my money, right? I lost like 4 grand or something. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Back when I couldn't afford to lose money, right? And I stuck with it. I learned what Bitcoin was. I learned that wow, this is power to the people. Like you can't take my money away from me. Like this is fascinating, right? Especially if you pay attention to politics around the world, right? So I was really interested in this space. And not only that, like this screen here, like all this shit, this is how the world works. This is what the world is. It's just data on a screen. This is what makes the world go round. This is everybody's economy. This is this is financial freedom. If you can understand this, like the way I look at charts is like a fucking video game, right? If I can outplay the other players on the field, then I win, right? And it's not easy. If this was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Everybody would be a millionaire. And looking back, I've made every mistake possible. Looking back to what I had in my portfolio in like 2019 or something, like I'd legitimately probably be worth like $1 million, right? And it sucks. Part of it really sucks. Like, you go to bed at night and like, why did I sell all my shit back then? Or why did I do this? Why did I use 50x leverage? Like, I've made every mistake possible, right? And that's my whole goal of this channel is that I want to teach others to succeed and to learn from my mistakes. And everything I've done in the past has brought me to this point. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. So, if you are an emotional trader, you're gonna get fucked, right? If you got a bit of a gambling tendency, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna lose everything. It's gonna happen. Take it from me. The worst thing you can do is start from zero. I've started from zero more times than I'd like to admit, right? And I used to be a bit of a degenerate. Like I'd use high leverage and I'd take those risks. And it feels really good when you win and you turn $600 into $100,000 like I did, right? That feels really fucking good. But you don't learn anything, right? The market goes in one direction, you'd make a ton of money, you don't learn, right? Or you keep taking the same risk up here than you're taking down here, and you lose everything, or you don't take profit, or whatever. And you almost need to do that, right, in order to grow and learn and not make those same mistakes. And so that's what's led me here is that I'm very interested in the style of trading that takes all emotion out of things, and I like using bots. um, Technically I'm not using them as a bot. I'm using it manually as a manual strategy. But the reason I like stuff like this is because um, let me get the Bitcoin up here, is because this just takes all emotion out of it, right? If your issue is emotion, if you can't go to bed at night not being in a trade, or if you just like oh you got that itch like I'm not in a trade right now, I need to be in a trade, I need to be in a trade, you can't do that, right? You're gonna get fucked eventually, right? Um, and that's why I like trading with something like this, where it tells me when to enter, it tells me when to exit. I don't have to think about it. There's no emotional attachment. Um, and I can't stress enough that how important this is, especially if you're kind of a beginner and you don't want to spend 6 years learning technical analysis and learning how to read a chart. There's still work to it. Like I was telling a buddy last night, is that you're not going to be good at anything by not doing the work. You still have to put in the work. And that's what I'm here to do now. So what I'm doing now is I'm announcing a $1,000 to $100,000 challenge. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, every crypto guy on YouTube, everybody in their fucking dog who has way more followers than you and has way more money than you is doing this types of challenge. You see them all the time. You see like a $10,000 altcoin challenge or something. Most of it's bullshit. Most of them don't show you their trades. A lot of these crypto YouTubers, I'm not going to name names, but I'm in some of their groups, I've been in some of their groups, and they make money from their referrals and you joining under them on the exchanges and stuff. These people don't know how to trade, right? Because of shit like this, because of emotions. Like there's very few crypto YouTubers that I respect as a trader, like Chart Champions, for example. In my opinion, one of the best traders out there, right? But then you got other guys who you can just tell they suck, right? And they're just influencers. That's what it is. And so I want to be completely open and honest, and I wanted to do something mostly for myself. Like I have like 40 fucking subscribers. Like this isn't for everybody, right? This is for me. And what I want to do is keep myself accountable. Like 37 views on my last video, big deal. Like I'm nobody, right? So this is more for me. If you're still listening, thank you, I appreciate it. Tick the little bell, So what I want to do with this challenge is show you that you can take a little bit of money, and just over time, you could turn it into a lot. You don't need that one trade that gets you 10,000%. Trust me, I used to strive for that all the time. I'd go in with my entire balance at, the Bitcoin would dip or something. I'd go in with my entire balance at 50x. I'd be up like 300%. I'm like, oh my God, I made so much money. And then I don't take profit. And then the market turns around or something, right? Like, again, emotions. Get the fuck emotions out of your head. Get them out of your head. So what I'm going to do with this is every week, every Sunday, I'm going to make a video and I'm going to show my progress, right? And the way I'm going to track it is this. Everybody should do this. Open up Excel, open up a spreadsheet or something. Very simple. I put on about I kind of lied actually. I'm doing about 1,200. I threw on 1,200 on my sub account on Thursday night, this Thursday. So I'm gonna reset this, but I just updated this now. I had a couple of good trades here. I'll show you. These two losses would have been wins actually, but I closed them last night before bed. Because I didn't want to leave an altcoin trade up overnight on a weekend, because Bitcoin kind of just fucks everybody on a weekend. All right, and that's my goal is this. So I'm going to go through this. So you got your start and your end, all right, and I'll calculate the profit and the percentage, right? And this is I'm going to do this every week. And then you have my goals up here. If you start with 1,000, you have a couple goals, and this is the percentage. I'm 9,400% away from $100,000. Okay, so my goal of this is to get about $100,000 at the end of the year. So this is an American. I'm Canadian. So 868 Canadian is about 1,200. 868 American is about 1,200 Canadian. Okay, so if I change it back, this will be about $110,000 or something like that at the end. And this is what I'm going to show every week. Every week I'm just going to go through my trades that I did for that week. I'm going to update my graph. And the reason I'm doing this, actually, I got inspired by where is he? Right here, this guy here, All on Black, who's doing he's trying to make $300 a day playing roulette, which I don't suggest. You're definitely going to lose your money on roulette. But I watched a few of his videos. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like he keep a steady profit every single day, and so that's my goal. And the power of this is compound interest, right? If you're making if I average 13.5% a week, right? And we're going to talk about this in a second. You start with a couple $100 and look what you got, because compound interest, right? If you know how it works, this is the goal, right? It's not making 10,000% on a single trade. It's small trades, compounding your portfolio with small percentages over time, right? That's the most important thing, and that's how you actually gain wealth and control emotions. Now, is this possible, right? because you might say, oh my God, 13%. Like I got a buddy who I respect a lot. He's a good friend of mine, but he's like 13% a week. What are you, fucking stupid? Like there's no way. So is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Okay, the math is there. The bots I'm running, which if you go to my last video, I kind of showed them on my Bitcoin one. Like here's one for example. I had 23 wins in a row. You throw a little leverage on this. Is it possible to make 13+% a week? Yes. Okay. Are you gonna take losses? Yes. Are you gonna win every single week? No. Right. And not only that is, like, even if you have one trade and you make like a 15% on a one trade, you don't have to take another trade that entire week if you don't want to, right? Because you've already hit your goal. Like here, I've already made 7% more in 2 days than I needed, for my goal. I'm already up, 7% more than I need to be. I don't need to take another trade for the rest of the week if I don't want to, right? If I want to maintain my average. So is it possible? Yes. Now, as your balance grows, it's really easy to say, oh, I'm going to go all in on one trade, with $1,000. But are you going to do that with $30,000 or $60,000? No, it's going to be a lot harder the further it goes in. But that's the point is, I just want to show that it's very possible to turn a little bit of money into a lot. And you know what? If I fail, I fail. I'm going to be open. Every week I'm going to upload and say, hey guys, listen, I got wiped out. Here's what I did wrong. I'll show you my trades. I'll show you, I'll go through the bots that I used, right? So for example, I just want to show a quick example here. These keep ticking all yesterday and this morning. Here's one of my losses that I did for like $7 loss or $14 loss last night, even though it would have been a win. And it's just this strategy, which is like, it's like a 1% scalping strategy. I took the loss right here. So I would have been at a win, but I took the loss. And like, you do one or two of these a week, that's like 3, 4, 5% on your account. You don't need to take a lot of trades, right? My Bitcoin ones are the ones I'm going to focus on. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling here, but this is my goal. This is what I want to do. I want to teach people. I want to give back to the community a bit. And so here's the fun part. Here's where everybody wins, right? What I'm planning on doing is I'm talking to the people at David Tech right now, which is where a lot of these bots are. I love teaching. I love crypto. Like this is life changing. Like this, it's very hard as a person who's maybe not wealthy or works a 9 to 5 and making like 60 grand a year or something. It's very hard to break away from that and become rich, right? It's very, very hard, and it's becoming harder even in crypto now. But this stuff here, this financial stuff, it's a golden ticket. If you can tame your emotions and you know what you're doing, like everybody can become wealthy. It's really possible, and I've seen it. I got a bunch of buddies that you guys know who you are, who are making life-changing money doing this, right? So my plan is, as time goes on, I want to give back. So like if people are following along and subscribing and commenting on on my videos and stuff, like I might do like a monthly giveaway or a weekly giveaway, or let's just say hypothetically, a couple months from now I'm sitting at $30,000 or something. I might give like 10% away or 5% away or something like that to people who have followed along and ask me questions that are into this, because why not? Like I respect the loyalty and I just want to give back. Like I've learned everything I've learned from others, and I hope I can do the same for you guys. So I'm happy to announce it. Again, nothing scripted. I'm just talking out of my ass at this point, but stay tuned. Every Sunday I'm going to bring out the video and update you guys how my week has gone. If you got any questions, leave it down below. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the bullshit. Next week I'll probably throw my face on here so you can see how cute I am. And yeah, like I said, if you are struggling with emotions, if you keep taking losses, if you can't, if you are out of a trade and then you're like, oh, I can't wait to get back in a trade, trust me, take a break. Look into this sort of thing. This might not be for this isn't for everybody. I know a lot of guys who are great traders who said this is stupid. Like why would I follow blindly a bot? Well, again, if you can't control emotions, you should do something like this, right? This is the one I showed last week, 23 wins in a row. Like just trading this one strategy alone, like you'd make 100K a year, easy, right? So, so that's it. That's all. That's all I want to say. Kind of a ramble, but yeah, let's do this challenge, and hopefully by the end of this year, I can take everybody like on a little vacation or something, you know. So, like, comment, subscribe, tick a little bell. Don't use fucking emotions, and I love you all, and good luck to me, and good luck to the rest of you, and may the corn be with you, you know.